Hey, Philip here. Now the title of this video is Disingenuine because success is relative to yourself and what you truly value. Now for me, part of my success comes in the form of an engineering degree. I find this rewarding because of the difficulty and the achievements I've reached so far. Now some people may look at me and say, wow, you have it all, but that's not the full story. People only see the good things that happen. The happy filtered social media posts. They don't see the struggle, the doubt, the things I had to sacrifice to get to where I'm at today. And I want to share my experience on how I got here today because of my engineering degree. Now with all that being said, let's get into it. A little background about myself. I graduated from UNC Charlotte with a mechanical engineering degree in May of 2019, and since then I've been working in the field of automotive engineering and have enjoyed every minute of it. If you would have told me in high school I'd be where I'm at today, I wouldn't believe you. I failed my ACT and SAT exams. I didn't get accepted to NC State or UNC Charlotte out of high school. I knew I wanted to study engineering, but I didn't get accepted anywhere. I knew I wanted to be an engineer, but I was lost. I was frustrated with myself, with my test-taking abilities. I didn't understand school at the time. And it's funny looking back at it now, everything seems so simple. And so my point is, if you're feeling lost or stuck, you have to keep trying and move forward with a different strategy. My strategy after failing my standardized exams was to attend community college and transfer into NC State for mechanical engineering. Now, the good thing about community college and transferring is your ACT and SAT scores don't matter anymore. What matters are your GPA and your prerequisite classes. Though after clawing my way through algebra, trigonometry, calculus 1, 2, and 3, physics 1, 2, chemistry 1, I still didn't make it. I didn't even get accepted to UNC Charlotte's mechanical engineering program. I applied for civil engineering at UNC Charlotte because the minimum requirement GPA was 2.5. So at least I'm at UNC Charlotte, right? I'm in civil engineering, but it's not where I want to be. I want to transfer from civil to mechanical engineering, and to do so, I still need a 3.0 to transfer. So this is my first time at a university. Everything's brand new, I don't know what to expect, but I knew that I needed to get a 3.0. And so I needed to make B's or above in all my classes. My first semester I took engineering mechanics, statics, intro to engineering 1 and 2, differential equations, and marching band. That was pretty fun. Now I made B's and above in all my classes except for engineering mechanics. My very first engineering course, I remember distinctively I made a 69.7. Technically, I did not pass. I made a D, and so I'd be stuck in civil engineering. I also remember distinctively being at dinner with my family whenever I got a final grades notification that my 69.7 was rounded to a 70, making it so I passed with a C. I was ecstatic, I was happy. My GPA was now a 3.27, and so I was able to transfer into mechanical engineering from civil, but it still wasn't easy. Throughout my college career, my GPA kept dropping, but since I was in the program, I had to maintain a 2.5 in mechanical engineering. I never had long-term fabrication or shop experience, so a lot of the stuff that was taught to us, it didn't make sense to me. I had to do additional learning on my own, but no fault to anyone else. Being a first generation born in the United States and a first generation college student, I didn't have the background knowledge of the material being taught to us or the knowledge of college in general and how the system works. I was still able to learn all the engineering systems that I was never exposed to on my own. Speaking of engineering not being easy, every semester up until the second semester of junior year was brutal. Along with normal engineering classes, you have labs, lab write-ups, papers, quizzes, homeworks, and exams constantly. It's not that the work itself is difficult, but the amount of work you're given in a short time frame. That's what's challenging. Having to juggle all these assignments along with your social life is hard. For myself, I sacrificed my weekends and my weeknights. I was constantly in the lab, working on designs, analysis, and other assignments so I could barely pass my classes. Now for some people, they could party on the weekends and pass with A's, but that just wasn't me. I also want to point out that I did well throughout my engineering courses up until the final exam. The final exam is what brought me down because I had to memorize all of my material along with all the other courses in a short amount of time, and it's just very strenuous and I could only do so much. So going into the final, most of my classes I had B's, but after the final it dropped down to C. But again, I passed and I moved on to the next course. Now throughout my college career, I applied to multiple companies about internships and they all said the same thing to me. You're not qualified because of your GPA or your work experience. This truly was a dilemma for me. I was able to pick up an internship my very last semester at UNC Charlotte, and this internship opened my eyes to the reality of the working world and how engineering is applied outside of academia. I learned so much more in the short 5 months that I was there than my whole time at UNC Charlotte. They gave me a chance when others turned me down, and this proved to myself that I could be a good engineer. This internship also gave me the confidence I needed, and that GPA alone doesn't matter. Now this is part of my success story, and I'm still reaching for more. And as with anything in life, looking back at your failures and your successes makes you realize that the things that you went through and the things that you endured are well worth it. I'm at a stage in my life where I can do almost anything I set my mind to, and it's because of my engineering degree. This degree truly has opened opportunities for me, and I know some people have different stories and different opinions about college and if it's worth it or not, and everyone's experiences are valid, but for me, this proves that a college degree can help you make a success story. But with any success story, struggle and time is involved. So if you're interested in engineering and what it's like to be a student or an engineer, stay tuned because I have a lot of ideas I'd like to share with you guys. Let me know what you guys think. Comment down below, like, dislike, subscribe, share. The point of this channel is to help people just figure out what they want to do with their life as far as engineering and if engineering is right for you. And so if I can help out one person, that'll make this channel worth it. So again, thank you for watching. Until next time, we'll see ya.